Okay. Uh, can everyone see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
great.
sir. We can.
So, how many of you got this question correct? No one. Okay, interesting. Okay,
I am sir. I and Rahul.
okay. So, in a class of 300 students studying at least one subject, what does this mean? What does this mean?
That everyone
There
is,
is no one with zero preference.
There are
yes,
no
the you
students who do not study any
nothing,
you know at
no
all.
subject.
Yes, do not study any subject, right? So everyone studies at least one subject. It could be one, two, or three. Okay. Now,
Yes,
what
sir.
are the subjects? The subjects are maths, physics, and chemistry. Correct. So let us denote this by circle. So this is a circle for maths, right?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, I have a circle for physics and a circle for chemistry,
Chemistry.
right? And the total of this is 300. There are no one outside the circles, right? So total number of students falling within these circles is 300. Clear?
Yes,
Yes,
Maths
sir.
sir.
is 215. So maths is 215. 185 is physics. So physics is 185. And 230 is chemistry. Chemistry is 230, right? If
Yes, sir.
200 students study at least two subjects, what does this mean? What does this mean? Okay, let us name the name the areas. So A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Okay, clear? So
Yes,
what
sir.
is at least two?
D plus E plus G
D
plus
plus
F
At least two
D
means two
D E F
D.
subjects
G.
or three subjects, right?
Yes.
Yes. D
Yes.
So two
plus E plus
subjects
A plus G.
means D plus E plus F, right?
Right.
Three
Yes.
subjects means G, correct?
Yes.
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 So at least two means D plus E plus F plus G,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Right.
Correct.
This is 200, right? How
Okay.
many students
Yes.
study all three subjects? So we are asked to find G, right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes.
What else we know? We know that A plus D plus E plus G. This is 215 maths, right?
Yes, sir.
Physics B plus D plus F plus G is 185, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Chemistry C plus E plus
E plus G plus F.
F plus G 230, right?
So, yes.
What else we know?
A is
A plus
105. Oh, sorry.
B plus C
Another
plus D plus E plus F plus G is what?
300.
300. Everyone got this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Everyone got this, right?
Yes, sir.
And we know D plus E plus F plus G is 200. So, how many equations we have?
5.
5.
5 questions.
5. And how many variables?
7.
7.
7. So, obviously, we cannot solve for all of them, right? But we have to find a way to solve for G because we need G,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Correct.
Correct.
So, how do we find G? How do we find G? So, let us add the first two equations. So, that means A plus B plus 2D plus E plus F plus 2G is equal to how much? These two equations adds up to how much?
400.
400.
400, right? And we add the third equation in that. So that means with this I will add C plus E plus F plus G, which is 230, right? So I will get
Yes.
A plus B plus C plus
2D,
2D plus 2E
2F,
plus 2F
2F.
plus 3G is equal to 630. Okay,
Yes.
clear?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Now what does this tell us? This tells us what is A plus B plus C? Only one subject
Only
plus
one
two
subject.
times two subjects plus three
And
times
times
all three subjects is equal to 630. Clear?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And this one tells us two subjects plus three subjects is equal to 200, right?
Right.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So if I multiply this by 2, I will get 2D,
400.
sorry, 2 into D plus E plus F plus 2G is equal to 400, correct?
Right.
So I put that in this equation now. So that means I have A plus B plus C plus twice of D plus E plus F plus G plus G is equal to 630, right? Right?
Right.
So in place of 2 times D, E, F, G, I can write 400
Yes.
plus G is equal to 630, right?
Right.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that means A plus B plus C plus G is how much?
230.
230.
230, right? Now I have to find A plus B plus C to find G, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So what should I do? What should I do? How can I find A plus B plus C from here?
In the equation A plus B plus C, where 300 is in the right hand side, we
Hmm,
can put 200.
Excellent. Everyone got this?
Yes, sir.
What is the value of d plus e plus f plus g?
400.
200.
200.
200.
So a plus b plus c is how
100.
much?
100.
100.
So this is 100. So 100 plus g is equal to 230. So what is g? 130.
130. Okay.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Okay.
so we can. I showed you this because I wanted to show you this particular equation, which is very important. This is true for any form of Venn diagram, which is sum of ones. I mean, sum of only one plus twice sum of two plus thrice all three is equal to a plus b plus c, where a, b, c are the each of the circles, right?
Right.
In this case, it is m plus b plus c. Is this concept clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So from this, see, I don't need to do all of this. Okay. I I can do this in 2 steps. So if I understand this logic, then what will I do is I will write sum of 215, 185 and 230. What is the sum?
360. Sorry, 630.
630. 630 is the sum of 141 plus twice 2 plus thrice 3, right? Correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So this is only 1 plus 2 times 2 or 3 plus 3, right?
Right.
And at least 2 means 2 or 3, which we saw, right? So I can put 200 here directly, right? So only 1 plus 3 is 630 minus 400, which is 230, right?
Right.
And this is one equation that you should use, and the other equation is the total. These are the two equations which will give you this directly. So the total means that only 1 plus only 2 plus all 3 is equal to the total of all of this, the universal set, which is
Universal Z.
300. So only 1 plus only 2 means 200, right? Correct?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Sorry, only 2 plus 3. This is 200. So only 1 plus 200 is 300. So only 1 is 100. Therefore, all 3 is 130.
130.
Clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone is clear on this?
Yes, sir.
I showed it in both ways, but this is a shortcut if you understand this logic, right? And why is this logic important? Let me show you that also. So let's say I have two circles, okay? I have a case where I have two circles, right? Okay, A and B. That means if I count the number of elements in A plus the number of elements in B, right? That will mean I will count A once, B once, and C, which is the
Twice.
intersection of both, two times, right? This is one time, this is one time, right? But if I move this out, if I move this out, see, I have, when I'm counting A, I'm counting A plus B, right? So I already have counted this area once. Now when I count B again, I am bringing this area again, right? Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes,
B
sir.
is again B plus, sorry, this is A
Mm,
A
plus C
plus.
and this is B plus C, right?
mm,
So A plus B will mean A plus B plus twice
let's
C,
see.
right?
Right.
Yes.
Or in other words, we
Yes,
can say
sir.
A union B. A union B means everything under the circles. Okay, this is A plus B minus A
Maybe.
intersection B, which is the common one. Clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Everyone understood this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if I
Yes,
do it
sir.
for three circles, the logic will be the same, right? So for
Yes.
two times, number of twos into two. If I go to three circles, then the same logic, only once is plus two times only two plus three times all three. This is equal to A plus B plus C. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us go to the next one. Let's see what it is. So next one is the same set of data. Uh, if 200 students study at least two subjects and 150 students study all three, then find the number of students in the class. Okay, here we are not told the number of students, right?
Right.
How many of you got
Yes.
this? How many of you got this? None.
We
No
have
one.
to find the number of the strand.
No one got this? So now tell me, now since you know the logic now you tell me how you will do it. Bhavishya,
Yes, sir.
how will you do it? So we take the three circles, right?
Yes. Label them.
We
So
have B plus C plus F is equal to 200.
physics,
And
chemistry, mathematics. Okay. Mathematics is 215, 185 is physics, and 230 is chemistry, right? And
yes,
200 is at least two. That means if I label
yes.
this A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, then what is uh,
B,
what is
B
200? It is
plus
B
B
plus
plus
B
C
C
plus
plus
C
plus
F
plus
plus
F
G.
plus G.
B plus
G.
G is
Only
200.
2 plus all 3.
Mm.
That's
This is
all.
equal to 200, right?
And G is
150
equal to
study all 3. So here you are
150.
told G is equal to
G is
150. So only
150.
2 is what?
Only 2 is 50. 200 minus 150.
200 minus 150.
150.
150.
That is 50,
50.
50.
50.
right?
Right.
Next, what we'll do?
We have only A plus B plus C plus 2 into
We can
this.
find only one.
Yes, always go with this. Only
Only one.
1 plus twice only
2.
Yes,
2
in this way.
plus thrice all
Only
3
3.
is equal to the sum, which is 630,
Yes.
right?
Yes, sir.
So all 3 is how much?
Yes,
150. 3 times 150
150,
is this,
450,
40.
right?
450,
Only 2
and
we have
this
found out is 50,
50.
2 into 50, yes. And
right?
only
We need
one we have
only
to
1.
find.
So what is only 1? 630
530 minus 450
minus 450
is 280.
minus 100. How
No,
much is that?
yes,
1.
80,
80.
80, right?
yes,
Correct?
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
And only 1 plus only 2 plus all 3 will be the
Total.
universal set, because
Yes.
yes,
no one is studying any, I mean, no one is there who doesn't study any subject. So this is, that means only 1 is 80 plus only 2 is 50 plus all 3 is 150 is equal to total.
Total.
Yes.
Clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
yes,
So is this a easier way of doing rather than going through all that A B C D E F?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
We did it in this way. I mean, we were taught previously. That's
No,
why
of
we
course
did.
you can do that way. Obviously you can do it. You'll just need, I mean, you'll take more time. That's it.
No, no, you taught us previously, na. That's why we did it. We did that.
Oh, sorry?
You taught us previously. I mean, you taught me and Sovik previously
Yeah,
this
yeah,
thing.
I
So
remember.
why
I
we did
remember.
that.
No, that's why I wanted to clarify this concept for everyone. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
See, the advantage of doing it in this way is that you have to deal with only two equations. The first equation would be only 1 plus only 2 plus all 3 is equal to the universal set.
Universal set.
Okay. Okay. This is if x equal to 0. That means if there are uh, no
No.
members outside the circles. Okay.
Yes,
So this, or if there are people who are, they are outside the circle, then only 1 plus only 2 plus all 3 plus none would be universal set, right? And the second would be only 1 plus twice only 2 plus thrice all 3 would be A plus B plus C, where A, B, C represent the circles. Clear?
yes,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So here you'll be dealing with only two equations, right?
Right.
Here
Yes,
you'll
right.
be dealing with two equations, okay? And you have three unknowns. So one of them will be given. So either you will be told about only one or only two, or you might be told about at least one or at least two. If you are told at least one, then you have to arrange this. So at least one will mean these two together and this plus one of these two together, right?
Yes, sir.
So if you are told at least one, so from the first equation you'll get all three. You'll put that here, right? And you will write this as only one plus only two plus two plus only two, right? Is equal to a plus b plus c. This will be given. You'll be able to find out all three from the first equation. Put it here, right? So you'll be able to find out only two, correct? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
yes, sir.
You'll be able to find out only two, and since you are given the sum of only one and only two, which is at least one, so you can find out only one also. Clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So this is a easier way to tackle these kind of problems. Otherwise, what happens is if you go with all of this, right, you will get
Yes.
lost in some cases. You'll end up making calculation errors, simple calculation errors, because you'll have to handle seven
Seven
variables here.
variables.
Is this concept clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let us look at the next one. All these are same now. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This one is minimum number of students studying all three subjects. Okay. How will we do
Yes.
this one? Has anyone done this? Has anyone done this? Yes, no?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No. Okay. So this is based on the concept of maximum minima. Same thing that I did for two circles. Here we will have to deal with three circles, right? That is the difference. So, so this is circle one, circle two, and circle three, right? So physics, chemistry, maths, right? Physics is 185, chemistry is 230, maths is 215, right? Total 300 given, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes,
So
sir.
here we are asked to find the minimum number of students studying all three. That means I want G minimum. How do I find G minimum? How do I find G minimum? So what are the two equations I just told you? Tell me.
Only
Only
universal
one.
set equation. Only one plus only two plus
Only
all
Equation
one
three.
one
plus only
is
two,
only one
only one plus only
plus
plus
only
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 two
two
two plus all
plus
three.
plus
all
only
three.
three
That is
is
equal to
300.
how much?
300.
300.
300. What is the second equation?
Only one plus two
Only
Only
into
one
one
only
plus
two plus three
twice.
all three
plus twice only two.
plus three is all three
Thrice all three.
is
That is
630.
equal to how much?
630.
630.
Right?
Right.
Yes.
Here.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us play with these equations. Now from equation 2 I can write only 1 plus only 2, right? I
Yes.
can write only 1
Yes.
plus only 2 plus
Only two.
only 2 plus thrice only 3.
Only two.
I can write it this way.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm.
So what does logic say?
It
When
should be
all
300
three
minus
is
all three.
minimum, only
Oh,
maximum.
1
sorry, sorry,
plus
sorry.
only 2 would be
Maximum.
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 maximum, right? So this would be
Maximum.
maximum, right?
And this could be min.
This would be minimum, right? What will only 2 be? Maximum or minimum?
Maximum.
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 Maximum. Maximum.
What would only 2 be? Maximum or minimum?
Maximum.
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 Maximum. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Agree?
Yes. Agree.
Right?
Yes.
Now tell me, what is the maximum value of only 1 and only 2? that can happen?
300.
300,
No.
right? It cannot be more than 300, right?
Right.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So if I take this as 300 and this as 0, so this becomes 300, this becomes 0. That means 300 plus 0 is 300, and I have to make it 630, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
only
Yes.
2 will be how much?
330.
330.
Is this
Let's
possible?
say 300.
No.
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 Is this possible?
No.
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 No, right?
Right.
So now what will we do? What will we do? Only 2 is
Decrease only.
300 maximum,
Right.
Right.
correct?
Yes.
Only 1 maximum is 0. So only 1 plus only 2 will be 300 again, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
So if this is 300, this is 0, this becomes 300, okay. Now
Yes.
this is 300 plus 300, 600,
That's 30.
right?
That's 30.
But here I have taken 0, it is not becoming 630 still, correct?
Yes.
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 So what should I do?
Add 30.
What should I do? What should I do now? So I checked it both ways, okay? I checked the logic both ways. It is not giving me uh, a
630.
feasible solution. So what should I do? No one? No one?
No.
We have to make change in only one.
Come again?
Change in only one. 300 plus
Maybe we can go by the options.
Yes, that is one way of doing it. Okay? That is a very smart way of doing it. Okay? But we can also use our logic here. Okay? So if I have to make uh, only 1 plus twice only 2 as 630, okay, this is not
Okay.
possible. That we've seen both ways. Okay, clear?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Right? So now what we'll do is we will make all three as 10 and check what happens if I make it as 10.
Only 1 plus only 2 is 290.
This becomes 290,
Yes.
290. This becomes
Yes.
30, right?
Become
Yes.
Right.
290.
Only
Oh,
1
sorry,
plus
sorry.
only 2 becomes 290.
And this
All 3 becomes
290.
30. So that is
Yes.
320. And I'm left with 310. So
Yeah, 10.
only 2 is becoming 310. So that is not feasible. So I'll
Not
increase it
possible.
a little bit more. So 20, 280, right?
Yes,
Correct?
sir.
So this
Correct.
becomes
Yes.
60 and this becomes 280. So 60 plus 280 is 340.
340,
So
290 left.
this becomes 290,
90.
right?
Right.
Yes.
This becomes 290, right? Correct.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
So only 2 is 290,
And all
and
three is 20.
only 1 plus only 2 is
Is
280. Is it
280.
possible?
No.
No.
No. It has to be more than only 2. This has to be more than equal to only 2. Correct? So this is not
Correct.
possible. So I make it 30. Right? So then
Okay.
it becomes 90. This becomes 270. This becomes 270. And 270 and 90 is 360. That means we are left with 270. This is possible. Make sense?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Everyone clear? Does it make sense?
Yes. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So this is the way that you can work this out. Or if you want to do it using A B C D E F G, that will be the same logic, but it will be more cumbersome. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So the logic is only 1 plus only 2 plus only 3 is 300, and only 1 plus twice only 2 plus thrice all 3 is equal to 630, right?
Right.
So if I subtract uh, equation 1 from equation 2, I will get only 2 plus twice all 3
Twice all three.
is equal to 330,
330.
right? This is the trick.
Yes.
Okay, did you get this one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We will do it without doing the trial and error that I showed. Okay, we will do it directly. So I subtract equation 1 from equation 2. Okay,
Okay.
everyone everyone following this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this gives me only 2 plus twice all 3 is 330. Now in this equation, when all 3 is minimum, only 2 will be maximum, right?
Right.
So I just put 0. So only 2 would be 330, which is not possible, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
And I put 15. So only 2 becomes 300, right?
Right.
Right?
Right.
Yes.
So this is 15, this is 300. But that makes it more than 300, right? So even if I make only one zero, it becomes more than 300, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So next, I will make this 30, right? If I make this 30, then only 2 becomes 240. Sorry, 2,
70.
this is
70.
60 and 270.
70.
So in this case, I get 30 and 270. That makes it 300, right? So this becomes 90, this becomes 540, and this becomes 0. Okay,
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is how you can find out the minimum value of all three. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So whenever you are given this kind of a problem, the minimum value of all three will happen when only one is zero. So this is the first thing that you'll put. Okay. And then you look at this equation. Okay. You look at this equation, see for what value of all three you get the value of only 2, such that only 2 plus all 3 gives you 300. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
If I put only 1 as 0, right, then only 2 plus all 3 is 300. Yes, no,
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
right. So this is how you can find it out directly. So this, you put only 1 0, so only 2 plus all 3 becomes 300, and only 2 plus twice all 3 is 330. So if you just subtract it, you get all 3 minimum, which is 30. So
Yes, sir.
remember this, when all 3 is minimum, only 1 is also minimum, and only 2 is maximum. This is how it works. And the other way around. When all 3 is maximum, only 1 is maximum and only 2 is minimum.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us look at the next one. Maximum number of students studying only 2. So from the logic that I told you, when all 3 is minimum, only 1 is minimum, only 2 is maximum, right? When all
Yes.
3
Yes,
is
sir.
maximum, only 1 is maximum, and only 2 is minimum, right?
Right.
Yes, sir.
So we have found the minimum value of all 3. So the maximum value of only 2 would be the corresponding value. So you see, we found out only 2 is 270, correct?
Yes.
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 So that is what is asked in the next question. Here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what is the maximum number of students studying all 3 subjects? So now we are asked the maximum of all 3. So what should I do? Again, we go with those two equations.
Questions.
Only 1 plus only 2, only 2 plus all 3 is 300, and only 1 plus twice only 2 plus thrice all 3 is 630, right? So I subtract equation 1 from equation 2 as I did before, right? So only 2 plus twice all 3 is 330, right?
Yes, sir.
So that means I know when all 3 would be maximum, only 2 would be minimum,
Minimum.
and only 1 would be maximum. So
Maximum.
what is the minimum value of only 2?
0.
What is the minimum value of only 2 possible? 0, right?
0.
Zero.
Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So twice of all three is 330. So all three would be 165,
165. Yes.
right? So now let me check if this works. 165, this is 0, then this would be 135, right? So here it becomes 135, 0, and 165 into 3 is how much? 495, right?
Right.
Yes, sir.
Does it add up?
Yes. Make 1636630.
Logic clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is this easy now?
Yes, sir. A lot.
So you'll end up in a mess if you try to do it with A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay? This is the
Yes.
logic which
Mm.
you have to understand. You have to play with this logic. So when remember this in this way, very simple. Only one means odd. All three is odd. One and three are odd, right? So
Right.
these two goes together. When three is maximum, one is maximum. When three is minimum, one is minimum. And two will behave the other way around. Two would be minimum when this is maximum and maximum when this is minimum. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And remember this also that one minimum can be equal to 0, two minimum can also be equal to 0, but three minimum may not be equal to 0. In most cases it won't be. That is a thing that you have to understand. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone clear on this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fantastic.
Yes, sir.
So uh, next one, what is the maximum number of students studying only one subject? That means max of one. When will one max happen? When three is max, right?
Right.
Yes.
So 3 max is 165, we just found out. So 1
Yes,
Right.
max
sir.
would be how much?
135.
135.
135, straight away. See how easy it becomes.
Yes, sir.
Next one, maximum studying at most two subjects. Now this one is a little tricky. At most two means,
Not more than two.
what do you mean by at most two?
Maximum is
All
2
three were
and minimum can be 0.
minimum. At
This one is a
minimum can
little tricky.
give.
Okay, let's see. What is at most two? At most two means what?
Max 2.
It will not include all three subjects. The students
Yes,
who are
that means
Only one.
only one
or two.
Be
plus
excluded.
only two. This
Two.
is the meaning of at most two, right?
Right.
Only one plus only two. Okay.
Yes.
So at most two, and we are asked the maximum number of students who study at most two subjects. So at most two will be this, right? And we know only one plus only two plus only three is 300, right? So when this one is maximum, what will only three be?
Minimum.
Maximum.
Minimum, right?
Yes.
What?
Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
So when only 3 is minimum, what will only 1 be? Maximum
It
or
will also
minimum?
be minimum.
Minimum.
Minimum. What would only 2 be?
Maximum.
Maximum.
Maximum. This is the trickiest part in this concept. You see, only 1 plus only 2 will be maximum when only 1 is minimum and only 2 is maximum. This is the trickiest one. But you don't have to worry, because whenever you get this, so you know that only 1 plus only 2 maximum will mean only 3 is minimum, right?
Yes.
And you know, when only 3 is minimum, only 1 is minimum, only 2 is maximum, correct?
Yes.
So only 3
Yes, sir.
minimum we found out is 30. Okay,
Right.
correct? You can
Yes, sir.
put
Yes.
straight away 0, and you remember we subtracted the first equation from the second equation, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And from there we got only 3 as 30 and 1
Yes.
as 0, only 1 as 0, right?
Yes.
So what is only 2 maximum?
270.
270.
70.
Okay, clear?
Mm.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if I ask what is the minimum value of at most 2, at most 2 minimum, when will this happen? When will this happen?
When only 1 plus only 2 is minimum.
Only 1 plus only 2 is minimum. So that means only 3 would be
Maximum.
maximum, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
When only 3 is maximum, only 1
Only
is
one.
maximum and only 2 is minimum, right?
Right.
Right.
So that means only 2 minimum is 0,
Zero.
Mm.
right?
Right.
Only
Right.
3 maximum we found out 165,
5.
Yes.
and only 1 minimum is 135.
35.
Sorry, only 1 maximum is 135,
Yes.
Yes,
correct?
sir.
So the minimum value of at most 2 is 135. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next one, what is the minimum size of the class? Minimum size of the class. What is the minimum size of the class?
It would be
230.
230.
230.
This is easy, right?
Yes,
As
sir.
there
Yes, yes.
is,
It is easy.
This
yeah,
is
All
easy,
chemistry will be. Yes,
Mm.
yes.
right? Mansi, do you understand this one? Mansi?
Oh, sir.
I don't know whether she's
I
on
think
mute.
she's saying no.
Okay. So actually we covered this before you joined, but let me just show you this. So we have this three: physics, chemistry, and maths, right? Physics, chemistry, and maths. The biggest one, chemistry. Okay. So this white one is chemistry, which is the biggest one, and the second one is maths, and this one is physics. Okay, clear?
Mm.
So,
Yes, sir.
so that means the minimum number of students will happen when all of my math students also start studying chemistry. and all the physics students study both, right? This can be a case where all students studying physics also study maths and chemistry, and all students studying maths also study chemistry.
Right.
Correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, no,
Yes, sir.
yes, correct. So that means this is the condition in which we will have the minimum number of students studying all three. No, sorry, which one did I copy? Uh, Sorry, maximum size of the class.
Minimum.
Minimum. We were on 8.
We were discussing about
Well, okay,
minimum.
minimum size of the class, correct. Minimum size of the class, right? The minimum size of the class will happen when all students who are studying maths also study chemistry, and all students studying physics study both maths and chemistry. Now, if I have to look at it from the equation point of view, see, this one is easier to visualize graphically, right? We can also do the same thing using the two equations. So we know only 1 plus only 2 plus only 3 is the total number of
Right.
students,
Yes,
right?
Right.
sir. Yes.
Yes, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And only 1 plus twice of only 2 is all 3, sorry. Plus thrice all 3 is 630. This is given,
Yes, sir.
correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
So we are trying to find out the minimum size of the class. Minimum size of the class. That means only 1 plus only 2 plus only 3, all 3, this minimum. This is what we are trying to find out, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
This is what we are trying to find out. Now, if I look at the second equation, then I have only 1 plus only 2 plus all 3 plus only 2 plus twice all 3. This is equal to 630, right?
Yes.
Yes,
So
sir.
when this first part would be minimum, this part has to be maximum, correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Only 2 plus twice all 3 has to be maximum, right?
Yes, sir.
So when when can only 2 plus okay, what is the maximum value of all 3? Maximum of
6:30.
30.
all 3?
6:30.
30.
Maximum of all 3. Maximum of all 3
30.
would be the minimum
185.
of these three numbers,
185.
Point.
right? Maximum of all 3 would be the minimum of these three numbers. Okay,
Yes. Correct. Yes,
so
sir.
maximum of all 3 is 185, right? Now we know that when all 3 is maximum, right? Only one is also maximum, and only two would be
correct.
minimum. Correct?
Mm. Yes.
Yes, no.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
One, two, three. When one is max, three is max, and two is min. And one is min, three is min, two is max. We just
Yes, sir.
proved that, right? So this is the
Right.
order. So I'm trying to find out the maximum of only two and plus twice of all three. Okay.
Yes.
So that will happen when all three is maximum, which can only be 185, because all three means people has to study all three subjects, right? And there are only 185 people who study physics, right? So if I assume that this 185 also studies both chemistry and mathematics, that is the maximum number of all three people which study all three subjects, correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Mansi, are you getting this? Sorry, I couldn't hear what you said.
She's saying yes.
Okay. So that means all three maximum in this case would be 185. That means twice of all three would be 370. Okay. And in that case, only two would be minimum. So only two would be 630 minus 370, which is 260. Right? Correct?
Mm.
Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So that means only two would become 260. Right? And um sorry, what am I doing? Very sorry. This is 185 into 2, 370. Fine. So only two minimum can be equal to zero, right?
Yes.
Only two minimum can be equal to zero.
Zero.
Can it be equal to zero? Can it be equal to zero? Look at the diagram. Can it be equal to zero?
No.
No.
What will it be?
185.
What will it be? It will be the difference between maths and chemistry and physics, right? It would be this difference, this small area and this area, right? Correct.
Yes, sir.
So people who are studying only two subjects would be how much? Would be how much? Sorry. People who would be studying
250.
only two subjects will fall in this region between
Yes.
the second and the third circle, right? They will be studying both chemistry and mathematics. So that would be 230, 215 minus 185. That is 30, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Only 2 would be 30, correct?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir.
So let me draw this a little bigger so that it's clear. Okay, now this is clear. So the inner circle represents physics, right? The orange circle represents maths, and the bigger circle represents chemistry. This is how it is, right? So people who
Yes,
are studying only two subjects will study, people who study all three will fall here inside P. So that means P plus N plus C. All three are there. People who are studying only two will fall in the second concentric circle, who will study only mathematics, not physics, mathematics and chemistry, right?
Yes.
So it is
Right.
mathematics minus physics. So that is 30. So only two minimum value is 30, right?
Right.
Right.
So that means 370 plus
yes,
30 is
400.
400. And that means this total minimum would be 400, 630 minus 400.
400.
Clear?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
But in this case, instead of doing it in this way, it is easier to understand the figure. Because if you understand the condition under which this happens, then it becomes very easy. You don't have to do any of this. Just look at the um, numbers and you can straight away write 230.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what is the next one? Maximum size of the class. What is the maximum size?
630.
Why?
630.
If all three are distinct.
Exactly. Everyone understood this?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Everyone understood this? Mansi, did you get it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Mansi?
No, sir.
Okay. So there could be a case when people who are studying chemistry do not study any of the other two subjects, correct?
Yes,
Correct?
sir.
There could be a case when people studying chemistry do not study any of the other two subjects. Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
So that means there are 230 people studying chemistry. Similarly, people who are studying mathematics, they do not study anything else. 215. And people who are studying physics, they also do not study anything else. So 185. So that adds up to 630. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. That means notice here that only 2 is 0 and all 3 is also 0. So only one. People are studying only one subject, right? So this is 0, this is 0. So therefore only one becomes equal to 630.
630. Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Everyone clear on this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So last one is 105 students study only maths. What is the maximum number of math students who study chemistry or physics but not both? How many of you got this one? No, right? So let us look at this one. This is also a little tricky. Okay, so once again we write the two. We will not draw anything. Okay, we'll go straight with the equations. Okay, so only one plus only two plus only three. I keep writing only three. All
On,
three is equal to 300 given here, and only one plus twice only two plus thrice all three is 630. Okay, what else is given? That only maths is 105, right?
Right.
Only maths is 105, and we are asked maximum of students who study uh, physics, chemistry or physics, but not both. So maximum number of students who study maths plus physics or maths plus chemistry. This is what is asked, right?
Right.
Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
So we now what do we do? How do we go about this? What are the number of people studying maths?
215.
215. Okay. Only maths
105.
105 given,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
So what can be the rest of it? It would be maths
100.
plus physics, okay, plus maths plus chemistry
Yes, sir.
plus maths plus
3.
physics plus
Physics.
chemistry.
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 What is this?
110.
110, right? And we are asked to find the maximum of these two numbers, right?
Right.
Maximum of these two numbers, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So when will these two be maximum?
When m plus p plus c will be 0.
Minimum. And what is m plus p plus c? All
All
three.
3.
What is the minimum value of all three?
0.
Huh? We did that, right?
30.
30. So what is the maximum value of this?
80.
80.
80. Everyone understood this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mansi, did you understand this?
Sir, a little bit of.
Yes, no? Shall I
Sir,
repeat?
yes, sir. No, no. Yes, sir. I understood.
Shall I repeat this?
No, sir. So, how did we get 110?
How did we get 110?
Yes, sir.
This one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You see, total number of students studying mathematics is given 215 study maths, right? So maths is 215, correct?
Yes. Oh. Sir.
and only maths is given as 105. Only maths, right?
Okay, sir.
So only maths is 105. So the rest of the students studying maths can also study physics or chemistry or both,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
right?
Yes,
So the
yes, sir.
combinations can be maths plus physics
Physics and maths.
plus maths plus chemistry plus maths plus physics plus
Physics
chemistry.
plus chemistry.
All three, correct?
Yes.
And
Yes, sir.
this, the total of all this is 215 minus 105, which is 110, right?
Yes, sir.
You got this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. And did you understand why I took all three minimum as 30?
Sir, in the previous question it was given.
Because we did that a little while ago, right? So
Yes. Yes,
that's
sir.
exactly
Yes,
what
sir.
we did.
Oh, yes, sir.
So what did we do previously? We did only one plus only two plus all three is equal to 300. Only one plus twice only two plus thrice all three is equal to 630. And I subtracted the first one from the second one. So I got only two plus
Plus,
twice all three is equal to 330, right? This is what I had done earlier,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
correct?
Yes, sir. Yes.
And then I uh, I know that when all three is minimum, only one is minimum, and only one can take the value of 0, right?
Yes, sir.
So that means only 2 plus all 3 can become 300. So only 2 plus all 3 plus all 3 is equal to 330, and this is 300. This is 300. So minimum value of all 3 is 30. This is how we calculated the minimum value of all 3,
Yes, sir.
right? And I had just put that in the equation for the number of students of mathematics. So I got 80. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So did this exercise clear your concept on Venn diagrams?
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
This was only based on concept. I tried to uh, bring out all the concepts that would be needed for you to solve problems on Venn diagrams that will be given. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So if you have understood this part, then you will not face any issues with any of the Venn diagram problems going forward. Okay,
Okay, sir.
don't worry. We will again revisit this with more problems on Venn diagrams as we go forward. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So we could not start graphs today. We'll start graphs tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Okay,
sir.
Hello,
sir.
sir. Hi,
Any
sir.
any questions? Any clarifications? Doubts?
So can I give this test?
Sorry.
So can I give this? Can
Oh,
I
yes,
take
yes,
this
yes.
test
Sorry.
after this?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry. I will enable this test for you. Uh, because we had covered this concept with the others, so I had given it to them, but I will enable this test for you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And Sandip, you took this test, right? Sandip?
I guess he's not here.
Okay, no problem. So that's all for today. Okay, tomorrow we meet at the same time. Okay,
Hi, sir. I want to say something.
tell me.
Actually, I had no issues with the answers, but it took more than time. I mean, more time for solving. That is my issue.
Yes. So
I did all the answers correct, but it take more time.
yeah,
So
yeah.
we
That
need
see,
more
right
practice.
now I'm not putting any pressure on time. Okay. See, if you understand the concepts, right, you will be able to
Yeah.
crack problems very quickly. Okay. So we have
Yes.
to understand what are the right ways of dealing with each of the problems. See, all these problems, you can do it the classical way, like you take A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? And you'll keep fumbling between the numbers.
That is more time consuming, and I mean error must be there.
That is what I'm saying. Okay, see,
Yeah.
you can definitely do it that way, but you will get lost in certain cases
Yes.
because here it is the the concepts of maxima and minima are not very straightforward. So in certain cases, if you group the numbers, like only 1 plus only 2, that becomes maxima when only 2 is maxima and only 1 is minima. Now this is a very tricky concept, right? It is not very clearly evident if you do it with ABCDEFGH, right? And
Yes.
if you are able to understand this concept, then everything else becomes very easy. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So don't worry, we will definitely revisit this with more problems, and of course, with in the mock test, you'll definitely encounter similar problems. Okay, so this is the level of difficulty that you'll encounter in CAT and other exams. That's why I wanted to ensure that we are going in line with the level of difficulty that is there. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Am I going too fast, too slow, or is it
No, sir,
okay?
that is okay.
No, no.
For us, it is okay. No, for us, it is okay. I mean, for me and Sovic, but I don't know for
Okay.
others.
And what
Yes,
about the rest? Bhavishya, Aklesha?
No, sir, it's
sir, it
good.
is.
Yes, sir, it's good.
Yes, sir.
I mean, the speed is okay, right?
Yes, sir.
Because initially I'll go slow. I know I'm going slow, but I want to go slow because initially I'm going through the basic concepts. If you are uh, thorough with the concepts, then it will be very easy going forward. Okay? Mansi, is it okay for you? The
Yes.
speed?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay then, so we'll meet again tomorrow, same time. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good
Good
evening
night.
Have a good
and
night.
good night. Bye.